at 4, turned around and drove back to Kansas to start over again yesterday, and made our trip yesterday back to Cindy, Nebraska. Set the camper up for one night, and off we left this morning. So we have our fuel stop and hoping to get to Hardin, Montana today. On Harvest, there's always something. We are sitting on the side of the road because our normal route that we've taken forever has a width restriction of 12, and we are 14.3. So Dylan's over here trying to find him a new route to take with the wide load. So we've been sitting here for a while. We've already called Wyoming and the South Dakota DOTs to help route us around, which ended up making us a 2-day trip. So we'll see what we can come up with. Well, 45 minutes later, we have now bought permits in the state of Wyoming and are heading through a route in Gillette, which no custom harvester wants to drive through Wyoming if they don't have to, but unfortunately we have to get around this width restriction in South Dakota. And this is the exact reason we never go through Wyoming. We are 6 inches too long on our header trailer, and they're making us drop it here in their yard. So I'm 3 hours from where I need to go, and I'm gonna have to drop a trailer and then come back and get it tomorrow. Very frustrating. Hey guys, today is July 13th. I am on my way to Garden City. I just took Shelby out to the field. She stayed back at the camper, and her and I went to the laundromat and did laundry. Everyone was essentially out of clothes. My dad is flying in. He always comes down and helps on harvest, usually while we're here in Elkhart, or sometimes he comes when we're at home. We definitely always enjoy when he comes when we're at home, because when we're cutting barley, we need as many truck drivers as we can get, because there really is never enough truck drivers. But we're on our last field for our farmer here in Elkhart. We got like maybe 160 acres left. Fighting the weeds super bad, so we're trying to keep the moisture down, keep the grain, because the grain, it's really nice grain, it's really dry, but the weeds are getting, some places we can't even cut, like you can't even tell that there's wheat there, so we just have to leave it. But we're just about finished there. Then we're going to move east a little ways and cut for another farmer, and then after that we'll be headed home. So that's really about it. Everything else has been going good, and I'm on the road. Shelby is running combine, or Hayden, I'm not sure which one. They're running my combine for me today. Chase was in the cart when I left. So everybody's filling in and doing a great job. It is the 14th of July, and I just drove down to Gillette, Wyoming, and picked up the header that they made us drop yesterday for being 6 inches too long. So now I will be making the 200-mile trip back to Hardin so we can get cutting today. Hey guys, today is July 15th. We are fixing the end roller on Ryan's header. It's because we were finishing the last field there for our farmer that we cut for in Elkhart. So we got finished up and we got everything moved and out of the field because we had a big storm coming at us. So we were able to get everything out. We left here around 8 o'clock last night, made a bonsai run to Garden City because they had the parts we needed. We got home, it was close to 1 o'clock this morning, and it rained about 3/10, I think is what it was. So no cutting today, but we're just we gotta get this fixed on the header, and we gotta take this upper sieve out of Ryan's machine and replace it. It's missing some lubers, so it's needing a little love, and it'll dry out, and then we'll go to cutting this stuff for this new guy. So nothing exciting, rain day, just getting caught up on stuff, and that's about it. Good morning, it's Kylee with DeBock Harvesting, and I am in Hardin, Montana with my boys. We are working on a job here, and Dylan and our hired hand Austin are still in Nebraska. It works out pretty good here. Our farmer does the hauling and to his bins, so I just run the grain cart and Colston's in the combine. So it's been going pretty well. Unfortunately, the other day we had a tragic accident with our dog on July 14th. My little dog Zoe was hit by a car, so we've been dealing with that. It's been extremely hard.
I'm not sure which is worse, is losing her or watching your kids go through the loss of one of their pets. So harvest is stressful as it is, but that added an extra issue with that. And so it's been a pretty rough 2 days with her being gone. Yesterday in the tractor, my cab seemed awfully large without her sitting in the floor. So anyway, so that's what's going on here with DeBock Harvesting, and we'll do another update later. Good morning. Today is July 18th and we are out servicing the machine so we can get started again here in Hardin. The other day I told you that it was just Colston and Riggin and I here in Hardin, and so Dylan's still in Nebraska. Colston has gotten some chances to be a mechanic. The other day we broke a fan belt, and as much as parts that we have as our parts trailer, we had a fan belt, so we thought, but when we opened it up, unfortunately we did not get the right one. So I ended up having to go meet my farmer. She met me halfway. The part was in Havre, and that's where they live, and so she met me halfway yesterday, so I only had to drive about 2.5 hours and pick those parts up. And then Colston put that together last night, and we cut about 10 or 12 acres and broke a drive belt. So we had one of those, so he got to put that on also. So he just absolutely amazes me at what he has can do mechanically at 13. I'm just kind of there to hand parts and hold things, and he pretty much put the whole thing back together. It's pretty amazing what he has learned since he's been on harvest. And so that is what's going on today. Well, I guess we're just going to test out all our mechanical skills in the next 2 days, because we've broke 2 belts, and then the fan belt broke the other day, got it put back together, and then the main drive belt broke last night, and now the water pump belt has broke, and it is exactly in the same place. It's actually behind the fan belt. So what we did yesterday, we get to do again. As you can see, all these pulleys, we had to take all these off to get to that thin little one right there. So fun. And the heat department's like 220 degrees, so that's fun too. So my pipe ag system has us, we're in Hardin, and Dylan is in Nebraska, but I can check on him and see what he's up to by just adding my cart to his crew, and then that's his field, so I have to okay to show me his field, and then it puts me in his crew, and then I can see him working. So like right now he's driving 3.2 and 72% full. Both my trucks are at the field, so it's kind of really cool. And then I just go back to cruise, put myself back in the Hardin crew, submit, back and select my field, and we're back at my field. So it's also really a cool option that you have for this to keep up with multiple crews.